Miss Williams to serve.
So it is Venus Williams to open our first quarterfinal.
Love 15. All, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy to the players, please switch off your mobile telephones. Thank you.
Leanne White of Australia making that plea.
(30-15). 40-15. (40-30).
Well, this was a really nice touch volley from Venus, but Martina quick enough got to the ball and placed the lob right on the line.
Advantage, Miss Williams. Game, Miss Williams. First game.
Well, the intimidating power of Williams is already apparent, and well as she scurried backwards and forwards, Hingis quite unable to contain her on that last point, which was a fine example of the way this athletic woman really gives the ball a real clout. on volleys, on ground strokes,
Miss Hingis to serve.
on overheads. Love one.
Love 15. Love 30.
Once again, the power.
Love 40. $15.40. $30.40.
And of course, it's the sheer athleticism of Venus Williams that intimidates so many opponents. How many players in the world would have reached this? All right, she just missed the lob, but it puts the fear of God into the opponent.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Williams.
Absolutely astonishing combination. The drive volley from three-quarter court and then the little stop volley.
Game, Miss Williams. Miss Williams leads 2-0.
Well done, Venus Williams. I'm really impressed with these 2 games. She has come out swinging very aggressive, both players looking for the short balls and coming in a lot.
Love 15. Love 30.
Seemed to me that she was on a sort of adrenaline rush coming into this match. She was so aggressive and hitting the ball so hard. The danger is that you just overplay a little bit.
Net, first serve. Love 40.
And being made to go back where she'd come from. The wrong footing drive of Hingis catching her unawares. Smart play.
Martina Hingis unable to place the ball closer to the line, and Venus Williams once again coming back with a beautiful drop volley.
Game is Hingis. Miss Williams leads 2-1, first set.
And a few errors from Williams there, contributing to the loss of her serve. One break apiece, but what a remarkable family they are, Jana, when you think that 5 daughters, Richard and Oracene, producing these 2 great tennis players without very much conventional upbringing. I mean, the conventional way of developing players to push them through the whole junior circuit all the way up through the age groups, but although they did play some very early junior tennis when they were about 12, they were kept right out of junior competition and didn't compete at all until they exploded onto the women's tour. I mean, a remarkable story.
Yes, it is absolutely unbelievable the way these 2 players, Venus and Serena, has developed. And don't forget, they are still very young, but sometimes we are fooled the way they look because they are so mature already. But as a players, I'm sure they still have a long way to go. They are already both very, very good, but they still need to work on that little finesse in their game. And I think that will happen in the next few years, and they will become even better than they already are.
And that is an awesome thought. I remember that final in '97 at the US Open, the first really big match they played. Hingis just squeaked out a second set after winning the first set 6-love and was very relieved. What can you do?
Love 15.
And this has been the powerful backhand down the line that I have seen in the past few matches.
All.
It's nice to see Martina Hingis being aggressive here. Beautiful backhand, stayed with it for a long time.
(40-15). Game is Hingis. Two games all.
And Williams being encouraged to overhit by Hingis. Fortunately, enough errors there to allow Hingis to hold, despite that blistering backhand winner.
Love.
Never won a major title. Venus Williams, unlike her sister, who is the reigning US Open champion.
30 love.
Very well disguised drop shot from Martina Hingis, but Venus is a big girl. She did a beautiful coverage on that cross-court passing shot.
Love.
Well, I think it's already clear that she is setting the parameters for this match. It's going to depend on the way she plays today, whether she wins this match or not. She will either hit Hingis off the court or make too many errors and lose.
Games Williams. Miss Williams leads 3-2, first set.
But you know, for Martina Hingis, winning is a way of life. This is her 11th tournament of the year. She's won 3 of them in Tokyo, Miami and Hamburg. She's only been beaten 6 times in the year 2000, and Davenport did the most damage there, beating her at Indian Wells, Australian Open, Scottsdale. And I think the biggest disappointment, Jana, was to lose to Pierce in Paris in the semi-final.
Well, I think that we all know that Martina Hingis really wants that French Open very badly, and I think sometimes going into the tournament she puts a lot of pressure on herself. We know that she's a very good clay court player, and she usually has a very good steady preparation prior to the French Open, but unfortunately in the last few years she has been very unlucky and didn't quite make it the way she would like to.
Time.
Well, you'll remember that Melanie Molitor, Martina's mum and coach, wasn't here last year, and there was that disastrous loss in the third round to Elena Dokic on court 1. I mean, an absolute annihilation that shocked the entire tennis world. Subsequently, they got together again, sorted out their personal difficulties, and ever since, Melanie has been in her corner, as it were. 2-3.
Love 15.
Nothing you can do about that.
15 all.
Look where she's standing for the second serve. Well, that, you see, is the danger.
30-15.
A little bit overexcited there. Well played.
You can see that both players are looking for the short ball. Martina Hingis doing the right thing, attacking the backhand once again.
Oh, goodness me.
40-30. Yes.
Little indications of frustration in Hingis already.
Advantage, Miss Hingis.
And as good a point as you'll ever wish to see. The strategy of Hingis and the defensive ability of her on the lob particularly was just phenomenal.
Deuce. Advantage, Miss Williams.
And I think this is a fantastic tactic from Venus, keeping Martina into the backhand side and then looking for that open forehand corner. Once again, beautiful winner down the line from the backhand.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Hingis. Yes. Advantage, Miss Hingis. Game, Miss Hingis. Three games all.
And I think for Hingis today, it's going to be a question of whether the Williams storm will blow itself out or whether she'll be just swept away in the gale.
Love.
She has the most wonderful control of the racket head to get angles and particularly depth on her shots. All instinctive and all natural.
Love.
Venus Williams doing the right thing here, letting the ball bounce before she took that overhead. What a great angle.
Dangerous place to be is in the front row of the courtside seats here. Magnificent.
this just
30,
shows
15.
you what a great player Martina is. She read that ball very well, covered that line.
She hesitated. She was going to do one of the drive volleys,
30 all.
of which we've seen several today, hesitated and just overhit in two minds.
Thirty, 40. Yes.
And just inquiring, it felt right, obviously, and the player usually knows when they've hit the ball whether it's going to be in or out, but it was marginally long. We were right on that line.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
Venus Williams doing the right thing here, taking a little bit of the power and going for the angle. Very well done.
Okay, Miss Williams, new balls, please. Miss Williams leads 4-3, first set.
Well, I think that point a couple of games ago, Jana had absolutely everything, didn't it? The defense, the attack, the soft hands of Hingis when she lobs eventually.
You're absolutely right, John, here, and I think we knew coming into this match that this could be by far the best quarterfinals in this championship right now. But these players are just magnificent. They can play from the back, they can hit topspin volleys, they can show us some finesse at the net, especially Martina Hingis. And I think that's what basically women's tennis is all about right now.
And really the ferocity of the driving of Williams, answered by some clever counter hitting from Hingis, who's always ready looking for angles. There's the shorter one, and so an angle is possible, but she didn't get it quite wide enough. So Hingis is now pounding, Williams pounding it back to the Hingis forehand, who has to hurry there, but does this time find the angle. But this looks as if it's going to be the winner. And somehow Hingis gets across just in time. And look at the touch on that shot. Absolutely miraculous lob, which left right on the baseline. And then the recovery, all she can do is to lob in return.
White, please.
Ball boy, can you move that white towel a little bit wider, please?
And now, of course, no problem at all.
A little bit more, way over. Thank you.
Net first serve. Love 15. Love 30.
And if she can play like this without error, then Venus Williams, and her sister for that matter, because she does the same sort of thing, is going to lift the game to new dimensions. A little squeal of disappointment.
Love 40.
But she's having to live at a terrific pace set by the American. Not surprising she fell into error. 3 break points.
Game is Williams. Miss Williams leads 5 games to 3.
Absolute ferocity in the Williams game at the moment, and keeping the error rate down sufficiently.
$15 love. $15 all. $30-15. Net first serve.
Well, no
40-15.
no query by Hingis. There was certainly a little puff of white. It must have hit the line. 2 set points.
$40-30. Yes.
Well, never nice to have had 2 set points and lost them, particularly when an error has been responsible.
Advantage, Miss Williams. Game first set, Miss Williams, 6 games
So the fourth ace from Williams, gaining her that opening set in just 37 minutes. And an absolutely awesome performance, really, for somebody who hasn't played more than 3 tournaments before this one this year. I don't know how she did it. And I think, Jana, those are the statistics that will surely decide the match one way or the other.
Venus Williams hitting 12 unforced errors, but I think what I've seen in the last game, I think that Venus did the right thing. She chose to take a little bit of the pace, not to hit as hard. She went for the angled serve, and I think that she has passed the real test when Martina came back, saved us 2 set points, and then she produced 2 beautiful points.
And of course, she is making quite a few unforced errors, but she's also hitting winners, 10 altogether to 1 from Hingis. That's clean winners, where the ball is not touched by the opponent. And of course, there have been so many other forced errors, errors that Hingis has made because the ball has come at her so fast. So it is this tightrope, if you like, that Williams walks, hitting like blazes all the time and risking error, but not making too many, or rather hoping not to make too many, so that she can impose a heavy game on the opposition.
And sometimes slowing down a little bit, taking her time. I think that's always very important because Martina likes to play in a fairly fast pace. And I think that is the right thing to do for Venus, to take her time and focus on the next
Second
coming
set.
set.
Love. 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 Forty 15. Game's Hingis. First game, second set. First set, Miss Williams.
Well, they're not supposed to stop at the first change of ends in a set, a new rule this year, but always they seem to find a way, Jana, having a swig or just toweling off.
Just to get a drink, I think it's more of a habit, playing for many years the old way.
Love. Yeah.
What?
30 love. Love. One game all.
And even the athletic Venus, I don't think, would ever have got to that drop shot had it come over the net. But it didn't, so 1-1. Again, tactically perfect.
I love 15.
Hingis, as she so often is, wonderful instinctive grasp of playing the right shot at the right time.
All. $15.30. $30 all.
Well, that was a definite chance, no question. Would have given her 2 break points.
$40.30.
Not a good day to be a lines person. They're both going so close to these lines. Too good.
The game is Hingis. Miss Hingis leads 2-1, second set. First set, Miss Williams.
So here is Roger Williams back in his seat after watching Serena.
Time.
A very happy man, I imagine. You heard what he said to Gary Richardson at the start of the programme. That he thought both his daughters were going to win. And certainly the way Venus has started today against the world #1, he could be right.
Wait, please. Ball girl, the white towel must go way over there, thank you. Right over there.
The white towel needs to go
No. Thanks
over
very
into the
much.
corner. That's it. So that it's not in the sight line of the opponent.
Fifteen love.
Really nicely done here. Venus Williams mixing up those serves.
Oh. 30 love. Thirty 15. All.
Venus Williams once again jumping way up high while hitting this ball. She needs to stay with it, stay low and follow it through.
Got to follow these errors closely because they'll be the key to success or failure.
Thirty 40.
So another unnecessary error. She could have won this game already.
Putting herself in a very difficult position now.
Yes.
There's confidence for you. Venus not holding back, having just made 2 unforced errors from overhitting, not afraid still to go for her cross-court backhand.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
And you almost pull up with a start when you see an error like that from her. There have been so few.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Williams.
There was nothing Martina Hingis could do about this one. Too close to the baseline.
Game, Miss Williams. Two games all.
Well, Hingis having to withstand this terrific barrage and coping quite well, but frankly, if the balls are being hit to the corners accurately enough, there's very little she can do to prevent Williams taking the points. Oh, that's done.
Love 15.
Really nicely done here from Venus. Instead of hitting hard ball, just nice soft touch.
Fault.
All. Net, first serve. No. 30-15. All.
You can see on Venus Williams' body language how determined she is to break Martina Hingis' serve right now.
Game, Miss Williams.
And she's off to the chair with Williams.
Miss Williams leads 3 games to 2, second set, and by 1 set to love.
Well, Jana, you were absolutely right in her mind. This was the moment. And as soon as the ball lands, and it is clear of the line, no question, she points just to show us where it did bounce. And as soon as the call was made, she was off like a rocket. No chance of an overrule. And she has got the break of serve that she sought. And I was trying in my mind, Jana, to compare this great black athlete with the first we saw here years ago. The great Althea Gibson, who won in 57 and 58. She beat Darlene Hard, another great attacking American player, and she beat Angela Mortimer, my wife, in the second year, in 1958. And she won 2 US and 1 French. And in the days of wooden rackets, of course, you couldn't hit the ball as hard as they do now. But she was just as aggressive, Althea. And she really set the pattern for black athletes. And it's wonderful to think that Venus and her sister are carrying on the tradition.
Of course, but not only them. I think we all remember Zina Garrison and Laurie McNeil. They have been very popular on the Wimbledon grounds here. Zina Garrison getting to the finals once here.
White plate, ball girl, thanks.
Love 15.
Absolutely marvellous rapid head control on the forehand of Hingis.
Love 30.
At full stretch, having to flick the ball, keeping it low. Great judgment.
Love 40.
And the great players, you know, and she's certainly that, is Hingis usually find a way.
$15.40.
Well, there's Serena. She's joined her father in the box to watch her sister after that, well, devastating victory over Lisa Raymond.
This was a great anticipation from
all.
Martina Hingis, and once again, she's showing us what a great champion she is, always finding way back into the match.
$15. Love. $30. Love. $30.15.
Venus Williams taking the ball very early and once again going down the line. Great weapon.
Forced error again.
30 all.
No, it's too good.
$30.40.
For the third game in a row, the server faces break point. she has slowed it down,
Yes.
just curled it wide, making her opponent really stretch out to her forehand side. Only 80 miles per hour, that first serve.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
Venus Williams finding the lines again.
She's smiling.
Yes.
And this is exactly where Venus Williams must improve in the future. Instead of going for the hard ball, she needs to find the angles and play a little slower, look where Martina is, and go for the angles.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
My goodness, she's having to cover a lot of court today, and at pace.
Yes.
Disappointed at the call, which was confirmed by the umpire, Leon White.
Both players putting so much energy into this point, and Venus just missing the line.
Well, I thought that hit the line.
That almost looked half out, half in, which of course would be in.
Advantage, Miss Hingis.
Yes, I think we ought really to think about that point because it was such an important one. I certainly saw some white.
Game, Miss Hingis. New balls, please. Miss Hingis leads 4 games to 3, second set. First set, Miss Williams.
Well, I think Williams was very unlucky there. If we have another look at that point, Jana, don't know what you think, but at home, just watch the end of this rally and ask yourselves, did you see some white? Did the ball actually touch the line? It only has to touch the line. Here it comes.
Well, that really almost looked like it did touch the line. Of course, that would be very unfortunate because this was...
Definite, in John McEnroe's words, chalk flew up. Well, I think she was very, very unlucky there.
But I think Venus just now has to forget about it. The game is over.
Time.
She needs to take some time now. Think about what is she going to do next.
Well, I don't know whether Richard's able to see from as far away as that whether that ball hit whether it hit the line. He obviously has got an opinion, but it's of academic interest only now, because the score is 4-3 to Hingis. It'd be interesting to see how she puts that disappointment behind her, because in her mind she'd won the game. Hingis getting another racket by the look of it. Just jogging back.
New balls.
Change of balls, 3-4.
Fault. Love 15. Love 30.
That's the first point she's won
15-30.
since that point went against her, the call.
All.
115 miles per hour.
This is not the right shot to play when she is under so much pressure, now facing a break point.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Hingis.
Another close call's gone against her. Finish to the point.
Miss Hingis leads 5 games to 3.
And I think the fact that she fell over rather awkwardly had no effect on the outcome of the point, but what a pity. Serving now for the second set, 5-3.
Love 15. 15 all. Thirty, 15. Oh. 40, 15.
And the applause will tell you that she's reached set point.
Oh. 40, 30. Yes.
Just forced a little bit too wide, had to hurry the shot, couldn't quite control it. Back to deuce.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
She's going
Yes.
to look where it bounced.
Second time actually during this game when she got a bad bounce in the middle of the court.
Advantage, Miss Williams. Okay, Miss Williams. Miss Hingis leads 5 games to 4, second set. First set, Miss Williams.
Well, you have to hand it to Venus there. Did you notice how she threatened the second serve of Hingis standing in when she got game point? The serve wasn't deep enough, but it got what it deserved.
That was the right thing to do for Venus Williams, to be extremely aggressive in this game. I think she just told her serve, I have nothing to lose here anymore. She was down 2 set points and she just took a chance on some of the balls that she hit, and it paid off. And now she is back into the match and she needs to go for that first serve. Instead of going for the big ones, just go for the first safe serve. I think in the stage of the match like this, when she's down 4-5, needs to stay in the set. That's what she needs to do, and try to be a little bit more patient.
Time.
So for Hingis, those 2 set points will be very much on her mind. I thought the first of them, the backhand that she hit out, was the one that she might have made. So trying now to bring it level again, 4-5. Never underestimate Martina Hingis.
Love 15.
She's always there, very solid, way behind the baseline, able to bring the ball back.
Love 30.
I think the squeals are getting louder. Whether they've quite reached the high decibel levels of Monica Seles, I'm not sure, but you can certainly hear the effort.
15, 30. Out. 15, 40.
Well, that was rather an extravagant error. And an important one, because now Hingis has 2 more set points. She's used that
30, 40.
sliding serve very well today. Not as wide as some of them, but it did the trick, the spin.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Williams.
And expecting this time that her blasting double-hander would come back. It did, but she was there. Set point. Excuse me. Advantage, Williams.
This is why Martina
Yes.
Hingis is so good, because when she feels the pressure, she will come in and play the beautiful volley there. Venus Williams just unable
Advantage, Miss
to get to
Hingis.
the last ball, but she meant it well. She wanted to go for that cross-court passing shot. Didn't quite make it.
The 5th set point.
Game, second set, Miss Hingis. 6 games to 4. 1 set all.
Well, we're all out of breath watching this extraordinary match. After an hour and 23 minutes, it's set all, and Hingis indicating to the umpire, Leanne White, that she wanted to change her shirt. I'm not surprised. They've been really working each other so hard. It's a very physical match as well as everything else. Let's have another look at the last point. This was the overhit drive volley and the reaction that's cost her the set. And if you remember, there was that extraordinary piece of bad luck when at game point to Hingis in the 7th game, after they'd each broken once. It was 3-all at the time. A shot that she hit that would have given her the 4-3 lead with a serve to come was taken from her, and I think ever since that moment she hasn't been quite the same player. She lost the next 4 points straight off.
And obviously today is not the first match that this has happened to Venus. She knows that sometimes she allows her opponents to get into the match. She allows them to play better tennis, and I think that's something that she knows about, and I think that's something that she wants to get rid of. But again, that all comes with being confident, playing a lot of matches, and being in occasions like this.
And I felt a little sorry for her at the US Open last year when she had lost to Hingis in the semi-final, and then her sister beat Hingis in the final. In fact, Hingis, you know, has never beaten both Williams in the same tournament. She was talking about that the other day. And if she wins today, this is the lady she will next play. Serena's there already, and playing, by all accounts, with remarkable skill again today. They are a quite remarkable family, aren't they? And this crowd, well, many of them have been in the overnight queue. 2 of these people I didn't see in the end who Richard did give his tickets to, but 2 of those lucky people who were in that overnight queue are sitting here somewhere, enjoying the action. And what action it has been. And when we look at their previous results, Jana, they played 6 3-set matches in the course of their 14 matches played, and 4 times Williams has won and twice Hingis. I remember that first one in Sydney, and that was just after Hingis had that close second set against Venus in the final of the US Open, and they had a terrific battle, 3-6, 6-4, 7-5, and that was the first time actually that Venus ever beat her. And I remember it was a very hot day, and they both left the court at various moments. It looked as if it might have been a strategic leaving of the court by Venus first, but Hingis then did it, but lost.
Yes, I think that in the past a lot of people talk about the fact that players have been taking quite a lot of time off the court, going to the bathroom, changing their shirts. But again, don't forget, playing in Australia, playing at the US Open during these very hot conditions, that's nothing unusual that you do need to go to the bathroom or you do want to change your shirt, because staying out there for 2 hours, it's very, very tiring. And then once you are there, you want to feel comfortable.
Now, what effect do you think this is going to have, this long wait for Hingis to change her shirt, on Venus?
Well, I think that Venus needs to get up and start to move around a little bit. You don't want to wait until Martina comes back to the court and then be ready to play. But I think at this moment, I think it is better for Venus actually to take this time and forget about what happened in the second set.
There is the family. Richard telling Gary Richardson at the start of the day they really firmly believed they both would win, telling them to go out and enjoy themselves and really go for their shots. Well, they've certainly been doing that, at least Venus has, and I'm sure Serena did, in beating Lisa Raymond so easily. And will this be a rejuvenated Martina Hingis? It'll be interesting to see how fit they are. One has always had the suspicion that Martina Hingis isn't quite as strong physically as the other athletic women like Venus and Serena. And in long matches, one has seen her before wilting a little bit, as she did at the US Open in the second match. She was fine in beating Venus, but Serena got her number.
Martina Hingis not quite ready to start the third set yet, adjusting her hat after changing her shirt.
Final set.
So off we go with the final set. It's Hingis to serve.
Fifteen love. All. Net, first serve. Out. 30-15.
Obviously determined still to go on forcing the pace at every opportunity, but she'll have to keep the error rate down.
All. $30-40. Yes.
Well, the extraordinarily close nature of the match is revealed by the fact that the last 8 games, including this one, have contained breaks of serve points.
Advantage, Miss Williams.
And 5 of those games did go against the server.
Again, Miss Williams. First game, final set.
Well, they've changed ends, or rather, Venus has. Martina just stopping momentarily at the chair. With a break, 1-love.
Love 15.
On the line.
15 all.
Nice to see
15:30, ladies and gentlemen, please switch off your mobile telephones. Thank you.
Martina Hingis taking her time here, playing this beautiful touch half volley. Very difficult shot to play.
Good.
30 all.
Stand applause fully deserved for a truly remarkable rally. Both of them
40-30.
going for their shots with full abandon and yet controlling them in, and the last winner remarkable.
Yes.
Should be already prepared for. She needs to anticipate a top spin
advantage,
lob
Miss
because
Hingis.
Martina has done it a couple of times already in this match.
Game, Miss Hingis. One game all.
And instinct saving up, going to the right place early enough to be able to make her winner. Brilliant. Set all, game all.
Fifteen love.
That's so clever.
You can see Venus Williams being really frustrated. She was
30
in
love.
lead in this point. And still Martina Hingis was able to come back with the beautiful drop shot.
Williams standing
30-15.
well inside the baseline, as she's been doing all the time, even for the first serve now inside the baseline. Absolutely awesome.
30 all.
It's so easy to take all this for granted, but you know they're playing at an electrifying pace, both of them. The counter hitting of Hingis against the power of Williams. Another of those forced errors, the rasping return, making a hurry of that attempted double-hander. So yet again, a break point.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Williams.
This is great after missing a few of these volleys. Nice to see Venus come back to the net and playing two very good volleys.
James Williams. Miss Williams leads 2-1, final set.
Well, you know, this is quite remarkable. The standard of play for the power of shot is quite phenomenal. And we've had since 2-1, the 2-1 lead that Hingis had in the second set. Since then, every game has contained break points, at least one, often several. And there have been 5 breaks of serve to finish that previous set, 3 already to start this one. It is the most wonderfully competitive match I've seen for years.
Yes, this is absolutely beautiful, and I don't think it can get any better than this. Both players will have to dig deep down when we will get towards the end of the match.
Are they going to tire?
This is very physical. This is very physical match, and it's going to be really hard. I think what Venus needs to do right now is to hold her serve, feel a little more comfortable here.
Well, she does look so determined today. Knowing already, I'm sure, that her sister is already through. There is Serena. What a day for the Williams family. With a break, 2-1, final set.
Love 15.
We talked about errors. discrepancy between them. And it has had a big bearing on the present scoreline.
$15.30.
And in remembering that there have been that many unforced errors, you must also set against that the winners that Williams has hit and the forced errors that she's imposed on Hingis.
$15.40.
Venus Williams couldn't get to this ball. Lost her footwork a little bit there.
$30.40.
Hingis hasn't given her too many of those mid-court or short balls lately. Yes, well played.
Deuce.
This has really worked well for Venus, attacking to Martina's backhand and playing beautiful one-handed backhand volley to the open court. Nicely done.
Advantage, Miss Hingis. White, please.
To take the break points.
Deuce.
First serve in deep at 112 miles per hour. This is the 11th game in a row, though, that has been full of break points. I can't really remember a match as competitive as this for years.
Advantage, Miss Hingis.
A little bit late on that call, but definitely the right call to do.
Game is Hingis.
She fell into the trap.
2 games all.
And clever match player that she is, totally changing the trajectory and inviting her opponent to come in and hit another of those drive volleys, of which she made several winners and several losers today.
Love 15. Love 30.
Well, you have to give credit to Venus because she has missed so many volleys, but she has been coming back in.
Out.
15-30. Net first serve. (15-40).
And unless the serve is really deep, this is what's going to happen to it. She's going to try that, won't always make it.
(30-40). James Williams. Miss Williams leads 3-2, final set.
And so every game in this final set has been a break of serve. So aggressive have been the returns, and so ambitious some of the shots by both. And one wonders how long it can last, because it's like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. I mean, they're both slugging away at one another, and surely something's got to give somewhere, sometime.
Well, I'm sure something definitely will, and you can see that Martina Hingis is feeling it already. Both players out on the court for almost 2 hours now. They have done a lot of court coverage, so they are getting to the point where they feel their legs, and we will see more mistakes coming simply from not losing the concentration, but just simply being a little tired.
And you have to look back at that preparation of Venus Williams and marvel at the fact that with only 3 tournaments this year behind her and that long gap beforehand, she can produce this level of play once again so soon.
And I think what she really needs right now is to hold her serve. We'll see whether she will be coming back to the net once again.
Of course, she's got the break again. 3-2.
Love. Love.
Venus Williams going for that beautiful angle. Nice topspin forehand, staying with the ball until the end.
Oh dear.
30-15.
Yes, well, Jan Schreiber was talking about the quality of her serving being something of a problem sometimes, but generally speaking, it's been pretty good today. And that was one of the most remarkable drive volleys I've seen. It was almost back on the ground. Look at this. Perhaps it was just about knee-high. And it was that forced
Time
the error.
violation. Warning, Miss Williams.
Well, that's statutory. 20 seconds has elapsed.
Miss Williams, new balls, please. Miss Williams leads 4-2.
Well, and I think there may be a first signs of the lack of physical preparation. Venus Williams taking the time here, stretching her legs.
Could it be cramp?
It is possible. She went to get a drink. That would be a first indication that that may be happening.
Love. Love.
Well done, Venus Williams. Beautiful touch drop shot. That's what she needs to do right now. Venus Williams being totally out of position here, and Martina just overhitting on that ball a little bit. And you can see the reaction after that ball sailed long.
Net first serve.
Very serious moment indeed, this, for the Hingis camp.
Yes. Advantage, Miss Williams. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please turn off your mobile telephones. Thank you. Advantage, Miss Hingis. Miss Williams leads 4-3, final set.
Well, frankly, this is just a remarkable tennis match in every way. The standard of hitting has to be seen to be believed because they're pounding the ball so hard. The counter hitting of Hingis against the sheer brute force of Williams. And I'm reminded, Jana, of that wonderful final between Arantxa and Steffi Graf. I think it was 95, which went to a 7-5 final set. They were having rallies with Arantxa scuttling about rather like Hingis is against the extra power of Graf. It was just wonderful. How they sustained it was just marvellous to behold.
Time. Both players doing their utmost right here. Not only in this point, but it's been like this the whole match, and I just have to wonder whether Venus Williams will be able to finish this match and be fit enough to do it.
Well, she still has the break. 8 points on a serve would do it.
Thank you.
Love 15.
Yes, beginning to feel the strain now, one feels. And it has been a stressful match physically for both.
Love 30.
6 double faults now. Opened the door a little bit for Hingis.
Fifteen 30.
She has done it well so many
30
times
all.
today, and that backhand down the line. That's a beautiful weapon.
Well reached.
"40-30.
The first signs of frustration here. Martina Hingis bouncing her racket.
Games Williams. Miss Williams leads 5-3.
Still stretching those legs.
Love 15.
Amazing rallies, with both of them at full stretch, literally full stretch.
15 all.
It hurts just watching that. Desperation and instinct saved her.
30-15.
It was a winner or bust there because she was right out of position. And one-handed. Such a clever use of angle again.
30 all.
Gritting her teeth, calling on the last reserves of energy. They're both tiring, obviously. It's been a brutal match physically.
"40-30.
This is just too good for Martina Hingis.
Games Hingis. Miss Williams leads 5-4, final set.
Well, you've got to look at the whole situation of these respective careers here to know what they're both going through. Martina Hingis, who exploded on the scene as a youngster of enormous promise, and needing to stretch like her opponent as well. Suddenly halted in her tracks by the power brokers, the Williams sisters and Davenport particularly. And suddenly realizing that for all her talent, it isn't quite enough when the players she's playing against now can hit the ball as hard as those three particularly do. And so this would be a wonderful opportunity for her somehow to show that she is back. But on the form today, power has been just a little bit too great for her.
And I really would like to know what's going to happen
Time.
right now, John, because this is a really tense moment. What do you think? Can Venus go for it? Can she do it right here?
Well, I think she'll go for it. I think she's good enough to do it. I think she believes she can win. She's beaten Hingis before, as we all know, 5 times. And this is why she came here. She thinks this is the greatest opportunity for her to take a Grand Slam title. So, serving for a place in the semi-finals.
Love. Love.
That must have felt particularly good. 2 points remain. That's
40 love.
Match point.
Game 4. 2 sets to 1. 6-3, 4-6, 6-4.
Joy unconfined in the Williams camp. Quite remarkable performance this, considering that this is only her 4th tournament of the year, and for Hingis the disappointment of knowing that once again she has been overpowered by one of the Williams sisters. And what a day for the United States on American Independence Day. And for Richard Williams, who has produced these two phenomenal tennis players, whatever must he be feeling. And of course now to play one another in the semi-finals of Wimbledon. A dream they must have both nurtured as they were growing up in the game in that ghetto in California where they learnt their tennis, had to go through the park to play, through streets that contained drug peddlers. They get to the park and had to step over the broken glass to get onto the court. And the dream has brought them to a confrontation in the semi-finals at Wimbledon. What could be more moving than that? And in fact, if you made that a script for a film, it would be rejected as being too improbable. And a terrific reception for Venus from this very appreciative crowd. He told us at the start of the day that they'd both win, and he was right.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of security, if you leave your seat, please make sure you take all your belongings with you.